So you
Friday, you get married,
and then you go on a honeymoon.
Where's your honeymoon?
I'm not sure yet.
So you have to live with him?
Yeah.
It was nice to be with my best friend and my brother. It's important that they sort of support me throughout the process.
She doesn't need to do this. She wants to. I think she's curious and she wants to see whether there is some sort of method in the madness around whether people are, you know, scientifically more matched than others.
I know that he's going to be compatible.
You like a good-looking guy.
Yeah, I know, but maybe that's where I'm going wrong.
Sam is the kind of girl that will just throw herself into something.
If I didn't do it and I had relationships afterwards, then I would always wonder, maybe what if?
Very exciting and completely petrifying at the same time. What am I doing?
Like his bride-to-be, ex-soldier Jack is taking time with friends to gauge their reactions and explain his involvement.
Maybe sort of like girls I'm choosing aren't right for me. Okay. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm attracted to the wrong kind of woman, whereas maybe they'll put me as someone that's better for me.
He does like a girl with a posh accent.
Yeah.
A well-spoken girl.
Quite a big thing, actually, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
What if you get someone that's more adventurous than you and actually really pushes you?
I'd be very surprised. I think maybe a few people think I'm a little bit crazy for doing it, but they already did anyway.
Across town, James's friends have got their heads around the wedding and the reception, and they're on to the wedding night.
What are the plans? What are the wedding night? What will happen?
I'm pretty much planning on starting a family straight away, so...
Sex is important. It's not the be-all, end-all, but it's a very important aspect of a relationship, I think. It's a coming together, it's a sharing moment. Hopefully we'll get to the point where we're comfortable with each other, or she's comfortable with me enough to explore that side of things relatively early.
It's going to be a key part to this whole, marriage, really. So yeah, the first night is, people are asking me, what are you going to do? Like, are you going to sleep with him on the first night? And I'm like, I don't know, I don't sleep with him on the first night. And they're like, yeah, but you're married. It's so awkward because I don't know him. Half of me says, no, Emma, don't be so stupid, you're not going to do it on the first night. Of course, that's crazy. I mean, what are you even thinking about? You don't know the guy. The other half goes, well, what if he's really handsome? And I'm really attracted to him, and you're like, wow, and I'm married to him, so why not?
The prospect of marrying a stranger is too hard for some of Sam's family to accept, and so for Sam and Jack, the experiment comes to an end.
In terms of Sam and Jack, one of the reasons we matched them was that actually they both had quite traditional views on how a family should be, and I think the fact that her family weren't on board, for her, was actually quite a big hurdle to get over in terms of actually going forward in the process and getting married.
It was really hard, it was sad. I just hadn't really thought as much as I should have done about what if this doesn't happen. I didn't take it personally because you can't, and you can't be annoyed at someone for not wanting to marry a stranger, It must have been quite a difficult decision for Sam to make. The best way of looking at it is she could have done it even later down the line. She could have done it at the altar or something, which would have been far worse. So, I respect her for doing it sooner.
The loss of Sam and Jack is sad, but the experiment carries on. They may not have chosen their spouse-to-be, but with less than 3 weeks to prepare for the weddings, some important decisions have to be made.
Oh, see, that's quite pretty. The guy I'm marrying, I actually have never met him.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is new. This is very new to me.
Yeah,
amazing.
It's not your standard kind.
The fact that she's getting married in 3 weeks and she has never met him before, to me, is just absolutely insane.
I don't know what he or the venue will look like, so I am just going to go with what I like.
What about maybe a longer 50s one, just to see?
I could try it on. I
think it's good to try a selection.
Yeah. So I've had 2 weeks to plan hen dos and invite people and get everything sorted, so it's just been crazy. You never think your friends would do anything like this.
But I like the less, right?
I think the first impression is going to be the most important thing. isn't it? So when that door opens and he sees her, she's going to want to feel $1 million.
First impressions are incredibly significant, and what's interesting here, of course, is two people are seeing each other for the first time in front of an audience of their family members.
Never has a first impression been so important. To help him, James is relying on the advice of his two best men, Craig and Jamie.
My dad actually suggested blue.
I think blue's good.
Nice. And it's the right length, but maybe...
Yeah, it's not the right
Not
size.
quite. I wanted to look at me and think, he's put proper thought into this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a wedding. This is, you know, this is a big deal. This is it. This is the one. Hopefully I can say that about the lady as well.
So I hope he thinks it'll look nice. A bit awkward if he doesn't, right? I'm at that stage where I would like to, you know, have that partner. I'm ready now, and yeah, I think it is a good time, and this is good for me, I think.
You look fantastic. You realise that James is actually marrying a girl he's never met before. He will not meet her until he sees her walk up to him again.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's scary, to be honest. Picking a wedding dress, I mean, it's a wedding dress. It's not a bridesmaid dress, it's a wedding dress.
My mum, now she's got over the shock that I'm actually going to get married. She's really excited. The whole wedding planning and just being involved and helping me. We spent a lot more time together the last few weeks than probably ever. So it's been really nice, and I think she's really excited.
It would just be fantastic to see her looking beautiful.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic. That really is.
Most mothers get the chance to plan maybe a whole year ahead, so it has been quite a rush. But if we have two people who end up happily together, I think it's a wonderful, wonderful experiment. Swish. Would you like to do a bridal walk?
No.
You need practice. You definitely need practice for this.
Can't walk in heels. It's actually been really nice to do girly things. I'm so used to wearing lycra that putting on a dress has made me feel quite feminine again.
Jason is 200 miles away from his family and friends, and he's on his own as he tries to decide on that vital first impression.
Hello. Hi. Yeah, good. Good, thank you. Well, I'm looking for a wedding suit. I want something that's a little bit different, a little bit quirky maybe. I mean, I like your suit.
This is a Nick Hart slim fit cut.
Okay, slim fit's good. Yeah, I think I need some colour. That might work better. I really like this.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure. I don't think I really know what I'm looking for.
I'm not really sure what my kind of perfect partner is. I've had many different partners in the past of various backgrounds, from different countries, but I find it really hard to work out who's right for me.
Don't know.
The paradox of choice refers to our belief that choice is a good thing, that the more options we have, the happier we'll be.
That could work.
That's pretty much entirely wrong. The proliferation of options and choices generally leads to decisions which we're less happy with and which we regret more.
It reminds me a bit of a jacket my gran used to have.
The choice is part of the puzzle as to why dating is so difficult.
What's the bride wearing?
No idea. No idea.
No idea, okay. So.
No idea. I need to be considerate to the fact that maybe I should be a bit smarter, just in case that the bride doesn't really like the idea of something a little bit more quirky. But I do like this one.
So you can always go for a deep burgundy.
While Jason's struggling to find a suit, Kate's embracing her role as bride-to-be and all the decisions that come with it.
And you can actually see the shape of the bodice more in that, can't you?
Yeah. So when we go and buy lace tomorrow, I can make sure that I find something that's quite intricate.
What are you thinking for your bouquet?
Bouquet. Plummy, ivories, maybe a bit of blue.
I don't think you'll get, blue, there aren't many blue flowers around this time.
Yeah.
Well, any time, to be honest. She's always got fabulous plans for the future, and I think she would need somebody who is likewise keen to make the best out of life.
This is my great-grandmother's ring. I don't really wear rings, but I thought that if it does work out with me and Jason, then this could be my engagement ring. So he doesn't have to buy one, then he can just give this back to me.
Jason's heading back to Devon after his first 3 months in London.
I grew up in a small village in East Devon, had a very sheltered upbringing.
A lot has happened in those 12 weeks.
Just because I live in London and work in the city, I'll always be a Devon country boy.
He's returning home to see how his family and his mum have taken his decision to marry a stranger.
I know her name. I know she's born in '83. I know her full name, which made me think that maybe she might be Scottish.
I guess although it is a wedding, it's going to be, because you've never met her, it will be more of a party, more of a date, I guess.
It'll be like a weird first date.
Yeah, very weird that you bring all your family in.
Yeah, a really, really weird first date.
Yeah.
This is what happens when Jason goes to London. You unleashed me in London.
I think he just needs to find somebody who is like him, that is independent and driven and, you know, loving and family orientated, and he perhaps just hasn't met someone that would be a match for him, that they sort of play off each other. I think, you know, they've always been lovely girls, but they've perhaps just not been exactly the fit for him.
Yeah, he's always been a good lad, you know. I would love for him to be settled. This is an unusual way of going about it, but, you know, you never know, do you? Well, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? Going to be an unusual experience.
Being a mother, she's always worried about him, and she wants to see him happy as well and settle down. So, you know, perhaps this isn't how she thought he'd do it, but if it works out, she'll be happy with it. I think she just worries about him, really.
Well, it'd be nice if she likes some of the same kind of interests that Jason's got, that she's got a sense of humour and homely sort of person. Sorry, I'm finding this difficult.
In East London, Kate's with her friends, looking forward to her big day.
Like the last week, it's really felt a lot more real, but the only thing I'm actually excited about is meeting Jason.
When they say you're husband and wife, are you going to kiss him?
Like, all I want to do is go up to him and give him a massive hug. It's mental that I'm getting married, but I feel like so many people get married for the wrong reasons. Jason and I actually just want to be with someone that we're compatible with, so it's crazy that I'm getting married, but I feel like I'm doing it for the right reason.
Jason has decided to stay close to home with his oldest friends in Devon.
That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. I've got my mates and we're having fun, and we're talking a lot about the wedding.
Does it feel like a real stag do?
Yeah, it does actually.
Yeah?
It'd feel better if you brought me a costume.
Knowing Jason the way I do, he's definitely the sort of person who is up for doing interesting things and wacky things.
This could be a change in the dynamic of how people meet.
All the best, mate. You haven't got a beer, but...
No, oh well, it doesn't matter. It's a different experience, but it's kind of cool.
In London, James has opted for a big night with the people who love him the most.
I bet my year's wages on who I thought would get married first. I would bet all of it on James being the last. I honestly don't know why he's not married already. I can only assume that the reason he's not because he hasn't found the right person. Hopefully Emma is that person. I really hope she is. I really do.
I've only got a select few friends. I don't have a big group of friends that some people seem to have. I hope she's got a nice little tight group of friends and they end up liking me.
Oh, you are joking.
Emma is having a more traditional hen do.
Oh, but you look so pretty. No. I said quality, yeah? I said classy.
It is class, look at you.
I'm gonna look like such an idiot now. My friends have been great. They've been really, really supportive. They've been really, really helpful, asking 50 questions of why I should or shouldn't be doing this, and writing lists of the pros and the cons and how this would work.
How long were they together before they had sex?
It's I think, the craziest thing I've ever heard anybody to do. Kudos to Emma, she just puts herself out there, and I mean, she's just totally like the bravest person I know.
Considering I'm going to be in a relationship and living with somebody and married to somebody, it's a scary, scary thought. I think the best thing that could happen, obviously, is I get married. It's an absolute dreamboat. Like, we fall in love, it's great, and we live happily ever after. Yeah, that's absolutely the optimal that I would like from this, absolutely.
He's a very honest, thoughtful sort of person, so I think if anybody can make it work, he can.
I am getting married, not how I was expecting it, and I think it suits me. I like a leap of faith.